Reality. Reality receipts.
Welcome back to the Reality Receipts podcast, starring me, Storytime with Ricky.
And me, Reality Ashley. And as you can see, we have a very special guest today. We have Dajah from Squid Game The Challenge Season 2, which we absolutely loved, and we can't wait to get into all the details with you. So why don't we start at the very beginning, though, and let us know how you found yourself on the show? How did you get cast?
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. I was always a super fan of the original drama. And when I saw they had a reality version, I'm like, I could do that. So I applied, and some months later, here I am, player 302.
Love it.
Too. So, okay, we have to get straight into it. Let's not
Okay.
beat around the bush. The injury. Oh my God. That was like probably the most heartbreaking thing. And I think as viewers watching, they probably didn't do it any justice because we were all like, what? Why did
Yeah.
you roll? Why did you crawl? Why didn't you hop, skip, and jump across that finish line?
Right.
Please, let's set the record straight. Tell the
Yeah.
people what
Oh
happened.
my gosh. So yeah, I get a lot of comments about that. Like, okay, Superman, maybe you guys could have done that. But I ruptured my Achilles tendon completely, and the Achilles tendon is what connects the calf muscle to the heel bone. It completely snapped in half. Like, it looks like I just held it for a little bit, but like I was a trooper, but there was no going on. Even if I held still, I couldn't hop or crawl faster than Perla could run. So either way, I mean,
No.
I was out, and I'm still in recovery to this day. People are saying, "Oh, you're a cop, you should be able to run." But does me being a cop mean I'm immune to injuries? Like, professional
No.
athletes get these injuries. Like, come on.
Mhm.
I did my best.
And
Yeah.
And the shoes, right? I know I've seen a lot of people comment on the shoes you were wearing because they weren't running shoes. They were these like
Yeah.
tuxedo shoes, not the best for running in. So I think people fail to take that into account that you're running in shoes you haven't worn before, and it's a different motion, right? You're stopping and you're starting, and it's
Like, I mean, you see what we're running in. There's dress shoes. Like, they're not fit for running, especially the high
Mhm.
intensity running. So when I went to take off, it kind of slid back and it popped in.
Oh,
So it
yeah,
no, it's
happened at the
okay.
takeoff. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I mean, I don't know. Like, it sucks. Like, right before the finish line is diabolical. Diabolical.
Oh,
yes.
yeah. It almost seemed scripted. That's how like it was like such a crazy thing to happen. And I think the way they portrayed it on TV was like you were just kind of like, oh, ouch, like for like a second. But you did tell the people like she did try and be like, no, let me stay, let me.
Yeah.
I've seen your video on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, when it happened, when I first took off, I guess adrenaline's so high because there's so much money on the line. And also I do have a
Mhm.
pain tolerance, I'm not gonna lie. Like I mean, I thought it was like, I don't know, maybe just like a I don't know what I was thinking at the time. But when I took off, it's more so that my leg wasn't supporting my body. So I'm paused and I'm trying to stay still, but I'm like, something's wrong. Like, I have to get the medic to check it out. So the medic comes, and I didn't know what they were doing at the time, but they were like squeezing my calf muscle to see if, like, I guess something would react. And that's how they knew it was Achilles rupture or tear. But I didn't know that, of course. So I'm like, no, like, just give me a break. Like, let me just ice it or lift it up, and
Yeah.
then let us restart. Like, just mark where Perla's at, mark where I'm at, and then let's go from there. But they said, like, we went back and forth for a while. They said, no, like, you're medically disqualified. You need to get to the hospital. So I never got squibbed or anything. I went to the hospital in partial uniform. So, but yeah, I was fighting to continue. Like, that's a lot of money to just give up on. And for the people who think it's
Yeah.
scripted, I mean, I don't know how else I can prove it's not. I posted the receipts on TikTok, on
Yeah.
Instagram. You see my surgery, you see my healing progression for now. But I mean, some people are still going to troll. So
No,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a massive injury, and I think that explains it so much better. They should have, like, flashed that across the screen, sort of like, you ruptured your Achilles. I
yeah,
think everyone would have understood immediately, and so it's awesome that you can explain it now because I think people just sort of thought you hurt your foot a little bit, but I think that explains it so much better because that is a
yeah,
massive injury. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
yes, I'm glad people get to hear that now. But so going back to before the injury, in the middle of the game, we saw you develop such an amazing friendship with Faith and Perla. And do you think that was helpful for your game, or do you wish that you sort of like kept to yourself? Tell us about the friendship with you both, or with you three, and
yeah.
how that helped.
Yeah, Faith was one of the people that I developed the friendship with first. Like, it didn't show up, but we were literal day ones. From the times we stepped into the dorms, like, we ate together, our beds were beside each other, but for some reason it wasn't shown. I hate that. But the only regret I have is that I didn't tell Faith I didn't go with my gut and tell her that it was that
Yeah.
man that put it on her desk. Oh my gosh, watching that back, I was screaming at the TV saying, oh my God, just say it. Like, don't be afraid. But my thought process is that we knew he was a poker player. I didn't know how successful he was, but I'm like, what if he's intentionally making himself look guilty just to, throw things off? So I didn't want
Yeah.
to be the reason she went home. My friendship with Perla, yeah, that happened later on in the game. We were always cool, but like, of course, you saw we locked in together later on. I don't think that it necessarily hurt because I mean, obviously, yeah, Steven was upset that I was not liking that he took my friend out, but something that didn't make the cut. He also came to me and said, I was going to try and take you out, but I saw the look on your face, so I went with Faith. So it wasn't I was just going after him because of Faith. This man was coming for me as well, but of course that's not being shown. So it was more to it than just that.
Mm,
That
yeah,
makes
that was actually my next question was about this circle of trust game and your friendship with Faith. And I think that if he tried to take you out, you would have known. Like you won investigator of the year with good reason because when you were like, "Wait, no, I just have a feeling it's him." I was
Mhm.
like, "Oh, she's good." Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he
she's
would
a
have been on the first
good.
flight out of here had he put it on my he said that. He said he knew I would have had him out. He said his
Yeah.
words. He said the scared most like afraid he's ever been was Circle of Trust when I was on to him. He said any poker tournament he's ever had, he wasn't like as scared as he was in that time that I had him in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, I know he's successful at poker, but even to the
Yeah.
viewer, I was like, he looks so guilty. He's squirming. His face is
Right.
changing. Like
Right.
he's
Yeah.
So
not
sus.
doing.
So
He's not
sus.
doing a good job. So
Yeah.
you said if you had one regret, it would be going back and telling Faith that it was him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would
And
have
you wish
had
you
to.
did.
I would have had to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope
Well,
no one
you're.
comes after Faith. She's so sweet.
I,
Like,
I
you
know, I know. It was crazy is we all said we had each other's back in that like they didn't
Mm,
yeah.
show it, but like that's what really I guess annoyed me so bad is like you didn't like you said you had our back. We said we have your back. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I mean it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we mentioned that you're a cop, obviously, and the investigator skills helped greatly in the Circle of Trust game. Was there any other of your cop skills that you put to use in this, or what was your strategy? Did you try to hide mostly that you were a cop and not use those skills as much as you could?
Yeah, so actually the winner from season 1, I copied her. When I saw how well she read people, I said, well, if people hear investigator and all this good stuff, I'm going to be on the first flight out of here. So my strategy
Yeah.
was to like hide, but like not be to the point where nobody knew who I was. So I tried to be just a friendly face. I'm someone that you see in the morning. Hey, good morning. How'd you sleep? Stuff like that. But as
Mhm.
as we got further and the competition is smaller, I had no choice but to kind of come forward. I tried to hold
Yeah.
in being able to read people well, but I don't know. I think some people have suspicions that I might have been in law enforcement.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a question. Do you think that this game is about strategy or about chance and luck?
So that's a good question because there's some stuff like with the slides and ladders, it's definitely about luck. Um
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
but also I think strategy has like a larger effect because you have to figure out how to like approach these people. Like there's 456 different personalities. You have to learn, and
Yeah.
I think I'm very good at adjusting to people. It doesn't seem like
Mm-hmm.
it from what they've shown. So I think it's more so strategy with a little bit of luck. That's what I think.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Eh,
Yeah. Because some of the games I'm like, like the first game where they eliminate like half of you guys, it's like,
Counting.
that's
Yeah, that was crazy. I was actually an O. Yeah, yeah.
Oh
I
wow.
was originally an O. Yeah, my friends, we all like they came up and they said, "Hey, Deja, where are we going?" I'm like, well, the O's want to stay in the game, so we're all walking over, and I'm like, nope, like my heart is feeling X. They're like, okay, let's go to X. I'm like, oh my God, you guys are grown. Like, go to where you want to go. Like, don't put it all on me, because I don't. What if O had won and I sent us to X? So I just kept
Yeah.
saying it and kept saying it. And player 57, Shamir. By the time I said the third time, she grabbed my wrist and drugged me over, and that's how we became X. But it's just luck. I
Oh,
could have been
that was a
gone
close
just that
one.
fast. That's
See?
crazy.
Some are lacking, some are
Yeah, it's
strategy
like
because in that case, it's like half of you guys are gone and you
Immediately.
like what could you do from counting?
Nothing.
Although oh, girl did start her count a little late. I was like,
I mean,
you
a little bit, she did. I
I
mean,
was
yeah,
like,
she did.
your count's a little off. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah,
so we did see you mention your mom on the show. I'm so sorry
yeah.
for your loss.
Yeah, we're
I lost
sorry.
Thank
my
you.
dad, so I know how that feels. She said you said that she encouraged you and uplifted you, and you knew that you could do anything. Like she taught you that you could do anything. What do you think she would have thought about you going into this game and how well you did?
She would have expected it. Like she is like I used to think my mom was delusional, like how much she saw in
Mm,
me. Obviously
mm.
I grew up pretty poor. And you know the saying when you're not ugly, you're poor, you're just broke. So obviously
Yeah.
I didn't really feel the best about my appearance, but my mom thought I was the most prettiest, smartest person in the world. And I'm like, Mom, I know you see these grades of our report card. What are you talking about? But yeah, like once she thought it, I'm like, I must be smart. I actually tried, and I just have a list of academic accomplishments. And I'm just thinking, well, dang, like
Yeah.
if I just believe in myself the way my mom did, I can literally do anything. So going
Yeah.
like they're not surprised. And honestly, I'm sure she felt like I probably would have won had my ankle not snapped and gave up on me.
Yes.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
It would
Yeah.
have definitely been super, super close. You guys were like
we were neck and
right
neck.
there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
goodness.
that's so amazing. It shows how much like a parent believing in you can really change your life, and make you go for it. And as a mom, I have a son about the same age as yours, so I really try to do that and believe in him so that he believes in himself. So do you put that into effect with your son as well and see him flourish from that?
absolutely. Absolutely. I saw firsthand how it does make a difference. So absolutely every chance I get. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
That's
my God, that's
awesome.
so beautiful. I don't have no kids, but when I do, I'm gonna
When you
instill
do.
that into
Right. Right.
this.
A moment that had us all bawling was Trinity and his self-sacrifice. Obviously you were had a front row seat to that. What was it like watching him do that and that selfless act? And how did you feel in that moment when it was going down?
Oh my gosh. So Trinity, he has like what you see on TV is who he is. He has strong faith. And I have faith as well, but obviously like he is so diehard with it. And it was unexpected. That's why you hear me make the joke. I thought it was like reverse psychology he was trying to use on Steven about asking for the black coin. So of course I'm
Yeah.
like, dang, Trinity, you should have sat on the side of me, man. like but when he starts crying, that's when like, the mood sets in and we're like, wait, like what's happening? And Steven's like, don't sacrifice yourself. And of course, we're like, no,
Yeah.
Trinity, like, you deserve to be here. And we went back and forth for a little bit, like saying, Trinity, like, I'll pick the black coin and take my chances. Like, I'll let you stay and I'll just take my chances. And I would have had to take out either Perla or Vanessa. But like, like I said, I had strong faith. And if this is what he's wanting to do to like further our chances, I was sitting there praying, saying, Lord, like, give me a way to pass this test. And I mean, I'm not going to take away from God sent him me. So
Hmm.
Yeah.
I took the opportunity. I wish I would have won. Had I won, Trinity wouldn't have like I would have definitely looked out for the man. I definitely would have. But it was definitely emotional.
Same.
I see he's getting mixed
Same.
reactions online though. He's getting a lot of mixed reactions online, unfortunately.
I did see that. So I caught a little bit of his live the other night. He did get like an orange juice
Oh, did
Tropicana
he?
sent
Oh, good. We were hoping for that.
Tropicana sent him some orange juice, and I know like we can vote to have somebody else go in next season, and he said I won't do that next year. Like if I get to go back in the game, I won't do that. I'll be more cutthroat. Like, and I think a lot of people didn't understand why he did it. I thought the same thing as you, Dajah. Like, okay, he's going to, trick Steven. Not the
Yeah.
rest of you guys, but Steven deserves it.
Right. Right. I agree.
And then me and Ashley were like, oh, how crazy would it have been if he told everyone where the black coin was, and then at Vanessa, like, like told
Yeah.
her the wrong coin. Like, we were
That
like,
would have
there's
been
no
wild.
way.
Yeah.
There's no way. But he did it, and that was so sweet of him. I too would have at least taken care of his mom or whatever he like move her. I think that's
Yeah.
what was his goal. Do you
That's his
know if
main thing, yeah.
Perla did that? Do we
Oh,
know if that
I have
happened?
no clue. I haven't spoken
Oh,
with
okay.
Trinity or Perla about that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, several times throughout the game we saw you say, if it's not me, I'd rather it be Perla. Do you still feel that way? Are you guys still friends?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I meant it when I
Yeah.
said it. If not me, her. I mean, of course, obviously, I'd
Yeah.
rather it been me, but like,
Yeah.
especially with the rivalry myself and player 183 had. Of course, like I can't talk all this junk just for this man to walk away because I thought he was gonna win when he was up high. But and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vanessa, we just didn't. I could not read her. She's the only person I could not read. That's why I said I just don't know if I could trust her. Like it was nothing bad
Mhm.
in a bad way. I just literally could not read her. But I found out she was on Big Brother Canada. I don't know if that plays a part in it or what, but yeah.
Yeah, we actually
Okay.
found that out because I'm in Canada, so I was like, I think she's Canadian, so we were looking her up and like, oh yeah, she was on another show, so maybe that's
Yeah.
what it was. She learned the first time to like just not be readable because yeah, it was kind of hard to. She seemed kind of on her own, whereas you guys were sort of forming better bonds, and she was just kind of solo. So that makes sense
Yeah.
that yeah, you were
Yeah.
rooting for the others. Speaking of player 183, we obviously saw the rivalry, but I saw you've been making some videos together. So you guys are cool now. You're friends now. It's all good.
Friends is a strong word. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm
That's
just kidding.
fair. That's
We're
fair.
we're definitely on much better terms. Like I said, I didn't respect the way he played the game. And of course they cut so much out. So like, I mean, people may I
Yeah.
mean, from the clips you see, maybe you understand, but like they cut so much out. But this man, just the way he played, like you're gonna walk out of here a millionaire whether you win this game or not. So like, why are you
Yeah.
playing so, I don't know, deceitful? And I don't know if they really showed how deceitful he was playing with the edit, but like, I'll go into that on my socials later. But this man was playing like he owed El Chapo some money or like he owed the mafia money. I'm like, sir, like calm down. Like just
Okay.
play the game, Like you're gonna be
Okay.
fine
Can
either
you
way.
can
Yeah.
you tell us like one thing he did and like one deceitful thing we didn't get to see
Yeah,
or
well,
like
like
one thing?
basically what I went into earlier, like the edit didn't show that. I mean,
Yeah.
he was friends with my friend. So when we decided to get our Mingle team together, like if you go back and watch the Mingle episode, I know I don't have speaking parts, but I'm in the same room as him and my other friends for just about every single room. That's no
Hmm.
coincidence. We were working together. And when they called groups of
Okay.
four, of course, my room was the one room they didn't show. It was myself, Faith, Steven, and Asia, who I went against in marbles. So we were that close to where we
Mm.
grabbed each other for the four and all went inside. So after Mingle, we're like, hey, let's have each other's backs. Like you see me, he and I beside each other. We were hugging. Like it didn't show it, but like we were hugging. I was encouraging him in slides and ladders. I was like, hey, like I understand you went for the yellow team because they went for you, but they didn't have a choice but to send someone. You kind of had a choice, but even so, I still get it. Just apologize to her. He was like, yeah, I will. So you hear me say, oh, you see, it all worked out, and I rubbed him to comfort him. So we all said we
Yeah.
had each other's back just for you to turn around and circle of trust and like just go for us. I mean, I get one person can win the game, but like, come on, like, don't say you have our backs
Yeah.
and then not. So that's what I mean when I
Mm.
said like, why'd you play the game like that? So
Absolutely. I definitely, as viewers, did not pick up that you guys had any type of like personal relationship or friendship or anything like that. So
Hmm.
that adds a layer of deceit to why he took out Faith, because there were so many other people that he could have
Yeah.
that
chosen.
he
He
could
didn't
have,
have to
yeah.
choose. Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's not like it
that's
was.
why, yeah, I was just that appalled. But even so, I was gonna play the game like fine. I was gonna be like, I'm gonna get him out of here, but I'm not gonna make it obvious. So I was just like, yeah,
Mm.
thank you, Stephen, for admitting that you did Faith. But then he walked up, just saying stuff like, oh, I started to put the box on your desk, and well, sir, you got to go. That was stupid to let me know that you got to get out of here now.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That was not smart.
Yeah. So we did see you link up with Leanne from season 1. Twin, where
Yes,
have you been?
yes, that's my number twin.
Your number twin. Can you tell us more about that? What was that like? What was the conversation like?
Oh my God. Yeah. So when I had the number 302, I knew I couldn't in the games, I couldn't remember if that was Trey or Leanne's number. So the only thoughts I
Hmm.
had was, oh my God, people are gonna compare me to the first season. They're not gonna like me. But when I got out and realized it was Leanne's and they did the cast drop, she reached out and she was
Oh.
so
Oh, nice.
supportive. She was amazing. She said, I don't care if you have screen time at all. I don't care what kind of edit you get, like I'm on your side. I'm with you. And I'm like, oh
Aw.
my God, like I'm fangirling right now, like legit fangirling. So we decided to link up, spend some time together, make some TikToks. And she is a sweet woman. Like what you see on
Mm.
TV is what you get in person, maybe even sweeter.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
that's
was
Yeah.
definitely
amazing.
a fan favorite. I loved her in
Yeah.
season 1. So seeing your videos together, I was like, that's so cool. I loved it. So
Yeah.
I'm glad you
Season
got
three,
to meet her.
302, they have big shoes. They got big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
They got to win
Well,
it to
I was
pass us.
I was just going to bring that up, actually, because they are bringing somebody back. So I think you're probably one of the top contenders because you didn't get that fair shot at the end with your injury. So would you do it again if you got voted back in?
So I wish I had a chance to get voted back in, but for some reason, the voting for the top 5 that can get back in, it ended before the finale released. And I knew for a fact if
Oh,
they waited till after the finale, I probably would have had a better chance. But the only 5 that are
Yeah.
eligible is Viper, the 2 British twins, 431 and 432, Zoe,
Mm.
who got up the
oh,
slides and ladders, and Mark,
mhm.
player 100. Those are the only 5
Oh,
eligible. But
oh, I
I
didn't
would love to
realize
come back.
that.
Like, yeah, I lost so much. Like, I would have loved to have came back, but unfortunately, yeah, I didn't get voted. So
Oh, yeah, I think if
Oh
they did it
no.
after we saw that finale, you definitely would
I
have
feel like I
been
would
one
have had
of
a
the
much
top
better chance.
choices.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
100%. And
I,
Trinity as well, because he's not able to do it either, it sounds
yeah,
like.
yeah. And I know
Oh.
Trinity does want to come back. Yeah,
Mhm.
Okay,
Well, maybe we could.
they need to open the vote again and let us vote
they need to
again. So
just bring me in as a player 456. Like, just slide me
yeah,
on in there.
that would be
Yeah.
awesome.
Would your foot be okay by the time like the next filming comes around? Because I know an Achilles takes a long time to
It,
heal.
it does take a long time. So next February will be the year mark. I'm hoping,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I'm at physical therapy. I'm going twice a week. I'm working hard, so I would think
Hmm.
so. I would think I'd be
Okay.
ready to do it. I'm not
Perfect.
sure exactly when they're filming, but like
Yeah.
I feel like I would.
Okay. Well, we need the tea. We're all about tea on reality receipts. So I did
Okay,
see
okay.
some of the players talking about the living conditions, that there was a challenge that you guys couldn't take a shower for 4 days because production was like really adamant on everyone looking the same. So you guys couldn't
Oh,
wear
Yeah.
that makes sense.
nail polish or because it would mess up stuff with Eddie. Tell us about the living conditions. Tell us some of the
Oh
behind the
yeah.
scenes lore.
Okay. I don't know who said we couldn't wash for 4 days. Maybe they just made that choice not to wash for 4 days. So they lied about that. They lied. They just didn't want to wash. But as far as like
Oh
basic
no.
hygienic stuff, like we got the basics. They went ahead and told us like have your hair in a way that you don't have to maintain really much maintenance for 3 weeks. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna get the braids.
Mm.
That's my go-to. I'm gonna just get the braids. Um, like the deodorant was just not well. The soap, the felt like hand soap, like it was burning my skin. But with me, I came prepared. I don't know if you guys noticed, my lips were glossy because I got lip gloss prescribed to me. I wasn't playing.
Nice.
So I had like
Smart.
different face creams and lip gloss prescribed. But yeah, I mean it was definitely rough. Yeah, wouldn't recommend. Wouldn't recommend.
Yeah.
2 out
Yeah,
of 10. You guys really
yeah.
had to eat like that oatmeal slash slop. That was
The
really like your
yeah,
food.
it was like
Oh.
lukewarm. Some of it
Yeah.
was like crunchy, but it was still loose. It was like too loose to chew, but like it had the so you couldn't necessarily swallow it. It was not seasoned at all, no butter, nothing. Like it's just
Oh no.
it got to the point where I started skipping breakfast, and then I'm not a fan of chicken, so the
Mm.
lunch and dinner
Oh,
wasn't as bad. But when it had
Okay.
chicken, I really kind of went. I kind of just like gave the protein away and just ate like the rice or mashed potatoes, whatever they would give us.
yeah.
Lunch and dinner was better, but the oatmeal was disgusting. It was
Not good.
disgusting.
I
Oh
guess they
no.
were really just trying to keep it true to the original and make you live in those conditions for the real
Yeah.
effect of it
Well,
all.
they did a great job. They did a great
Yeah.
job with that.
What about any other tea, like any people falling in love in there, any flirting going
I
on,
didn't
any
hear about that. I don't know if some stuff happened like outside of the games, but like as far as in the games, I didn't hear anything about that. Which is surprising. I
no.
mean, now I would have tried to find me a little boo in there maybe, but I mean, but a lot of the ones
No,
that I
but
like was peeping at, they got eliminated on the O side. So I'm like, I'm here for money anyway. Let me focus on the money.
Oh, let me focus. Let me
Let
focus.
me focus on
Speaking
the
of
money.
booze, are
Yeah.
you dating? Are you single? What is your relationship status for all the ladies
I'm
out there that
single.
want to know?
I'm into women,
Okay.
and I'm
Okay.
single, looking to mingle. That's a bad word to use, I guess, but yeah.
no.
I mean, they
The
need to do
game.
like a lesbian perfect match because the heterosexual perfect match, all it does is remind me that I'm grateful that I like women because the men up there, I mean, women too, but the men up there, oh my god, oh my
Oh
Yeah,
gosh,
my.
it's
Oh my
bad.
God, they're so bad. I tell Ashley all the time, I wish I was a lesbian because these men are not it. I
yeah,
hate
yeah.
it out here.
Like, oh my
Yeah,
So,
gosh.
so you mentioned there were some O's that you had your eye on. Do we know their numbers? Do you remember their
I don't know their
names?
number. I just like caught a quick glimpse of their face when I was on the X side. I was looking over. I'm like, oh my God, some beautiful women over there. But I'm locked in on X. We're not here for that anyway. So
That's
yeah,
true. That's
yeah,
right.
true.
that's about it.
That's fair.
Love it. So you got to focus on the game then, so that worked out. So
That's a good thing, I
thank
guess. So I didn't. Yeah.
yeah,
That's a
I was
good
gonna
thing.
say it worked out because then you could focus on the money instead of the love. But I agree, they
Yeah.
do need to do a lesbian perfect match because what they're doing is not working. And I know they're not doing the ultimatum queer love anymore, which we
They're
love
not.
that
They
one. So that
canceled
makes
it.
me sad.
Yeah.
So
Well, I wouldn't even
hopefully
have a
they
woman
have
to go on
something.
the ultimatum with.
That's true. Yeah,
Right,
that's
you have to have somebody to give the ultimatum to.
Yeah.
maybe.
So I mean, a lesbian perfect match would eat. Like we're all. I mean, like we get invested
Yes.
fast. Unfortunately, with emotions, like it would be a different premise. I would love for them to do that. So
we
fingers crossed. We'll
we
see.
we did have on season 1, Francesca kind of went for another girl, and
True.
they were coupled up for a
Yeah,
little bit. So I think
Yeah.
you
I saw that.
can like mingle. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So that's what I have a question. What did you think of that player that lied about his birthday and having a baby?
I thought that he was going to get a lot more hate, but people just found
Mm,
it funny. So that's the only thing that really
mm,
surprised me because I know that can be a sensitive topic. Like when people do the April Fools or I'm pregnant trend, like it rubs
Yeah.
off wrong.
mm,
So I
mm.
literally thought that he was going to be villainized, but I guess it worked out for him. He got screen time and he's not really getting hate. So
Okay.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
surprising.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just a weird like I think some people try and play the game like a little too much, like, that's just
Mm.
yeah,
my take. I'm like,
yeah,
what did I don't know. It would have
Yeah.
worked on Trinity though, Trinity
Yeah.
would have like,
yeah.
there's a baby on the way.
Well,
Trinity's
Yeah.
Trinity
so sweet.
was I don't want to speak for him, but I mean I know he wasn't like the most fondest of that because Trinity had a birthday like I think either the day before or the day
Mm.
after that had so you know
Oh.
It
yeah
actually was his birthday. Trinity is
yeah
so sweet. I've been
he's
catching his lives.
yeah
Yeah.
what you see is what you get with Trinity. I announced that it was his birthday, but they didn't show that of course, but yeah.
Oh. Yeah, he should have
They
got the
kept me
cake
out of one
then.
before. I don't know why, but I was clocking a lot more than what they shown. Like for instance, I said in marbles, the only way they would get two people to pair up that they care about the most is to do it during mingle to call two. Because we don't have time to find strangers to see if we're running out of doors. Like we don't have to say, hey
Yeah.
stranger, will you come with me? No, like you're gonna grab somebody that you know is with you. But everybody convinced me that we weren't doing mingle. So of course I got tricked and I ended up with my friend on the marbles. But also what wasn't shown is that Steven also admitted to me that he put the box on AJ's desk. When I was questioning him, I folded him
Mm.
twice, but they left that out for some
Oh, wow.
reason. Yeah.
That's
That
wild.
would have been so like a good part to the story to like show how like, cop and then she's clocking all this stuff and then she's right about everything. Like you probably would have got a promotion at work. Like, damn girl, you did.
But yeah, I guess they didn't have time to fit into the edit. So I mean, it is what it is. But like, dang, it would have been so good. It would have been so good.
Mm,
I know
mm.
they seem to like focus on people that they know are gonna be out of the game so that we fall in love with them and then they're gone. So they don't show you till later on because they know you're there till the end and they want us to like the other people because they do such a good job of casting on the show. I always end up
Yeah.
we barely see people but you love them and you don't want them to go, and I love the way that they make us fall in love with you guys because you don't want anyone to leave, but every episode we're losing like 50 people. So
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah.
very
Pretty much.
high stakes. Yeah.
Yeah. If you had to pick one thing about your journey that they didn't show that you wish they would have showed, what would it be?
The friendships and stuff that I made during that.
Okay.
That's the one
Okay.
thing they didn't show that I wish they would have. But
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that
they
and
kind
what
of
I told
made you.
people I really did.
Oh, so you did tell people that you were a cop.
I told my like my day one alliance's Faith knew. That's why when she walks up, she says, "No, you don't get to not tell me," because she was referencing like, "Girl, I know you're a cop. You can clock this. You don't get to not say it." So I'm like, okay. But I was telling people I do have my real estate license, so I was
Mm,
telling
Okay.
majority of people that I was in real estate. But like the
mm,
person that I went against in marbles, I told her. I told Faith. I told a woman named we call her Mama Carol. They didn't show her
mm,
much at all, and I told Shamir. So
mm.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so it was out there. Yeah, I wish
Nice.
I would have liked to see that too. I think I think they really tried to portray you as like this cop and stern and like, you know what I mean? Like super
Yeah.
serious. And I'm like, and I've been seeing your videos and your lives. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so much fun. Why did they
Yeah.
I
do
promise
this?
you, they gave me just a hard ass edit, but I was just cracking jokes. I was just singing, just like in my bed. I mean, when it's time to be serious, it's time to be serious. But like my friends watching it, they thought it was so badass because they're like, this isn't the Dajah that's around me all the time. But my coworkers, they all call me, they're like, oh yeah, like that's the Dajah I know. So like my coworkers know player 302 as 302. But my friends are like,
Yeah.
who's this woman? So
Yeah.
yeah.
They're not
Yeah.
used to seeing you in cop mode like your coworkers
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Love it. Is there anything else from your journey on the show that you want to clear up or get out there or anything? Any last
Um,
comments?
I think we covered all the bases that, yeah, I was going like kind of hard on 183, but I mean, we got to read through the lines with the edit. And of course, even the way like he approached, like everybody saying, oh, maybe I was a bully to him. I didn't call him not a single name. The only thing I did was just not believe his lies, like literally. And even so, I never accused him. I asked him, I said, hey, did you put the box on Faith's desk? I started to say you did, but I caught myself. I said, wait, did you? And then on the bed, I said, did you put the box on AJ's? But versus the way he speaks to me, oh, I don't believe you. You said you didn't, but I don't believe you. Tell me who you did it. Like the way saying I'm abrasive, saying I'm negative, because I'm not believing your lies, sir. That's weird.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I just wish
Mhm.
the edit would have done like a little more justice in explaining why. But I mean, I'm still satisfied with what they did show. But still,
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. He definitely came off like the villain for sure. I didn't even know people were calling like that was even a thing, like you being a bully, because I'm like, that is not what I got
they
at
said I was
all. Like
rude. I'm this. I'm like, how am I rude? The worst thing I said was that was stupid to let me know that you targeted my
Yeah.
friend. But I was
Yeah.
actually referring that was stupid to let me know that you were trying to target me. That's really what I was
Yeah.
referring to in the interviews with me and
Mm.
and Faith, of course. Like that's why would you tell me you wanted to put the box on my desk? You're after me in this game. Now you got to go, sir. So that's really what I
Yeah.
was referring to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and knowing that you guys you were close, working together, had a friendship right before the circle of trust, that adds so much more context to knowing why you felt the way you did, and you had a right to call
Yeah.
him out for lying. So I'm
Go,
glad that
go
we
back
got to
and
hear
watch the
that.
Mingle episode. You'll see we're in
Yeah.
every single room together, and then throughout you'll see me walking up as he walks into the dorms. I was giving him hugs, like telling him, "Hey, I'm happy to
Mm.
see you," all that stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm. Mm.
Shady.
183. I just knew he was trifling. I
trifling, but
just
no,
knew
we're
he
we're
was
on we're on better
trifling.
terms.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. But I was very, very happy to see him. He was trying, doing too much too fast, and ran all super fast and fell and got out. So
And
Yes.
got out, got out.
and got out. Did
Yeah.
not make it.
Right,
But thank
right.
you so much, Dajah, for joining us today. It's been an
Absolutely.
absolute pleasure talking to us. Let everybody know where they can find you on TikTok, Instagram, all your socials.
Yeah. So TikTok is DageG95 and Instagram is Queen_Dage95.
Okay.
Perfect.
And what can we expect to see from you next, Dajah? Would you do another reality TV show?
I would love to do another reality TV show. Something strategic would be awesome.
Mm.
Once I heal up, even something physical would be amazing. But I would also love to do a dating show with like women or something. So I mean, we'll see.
Wow.
I'm open to it all. So we'll see.
Yes. $1 Million Secret would be good. Have you seen that one?
So many people have referenced $1 Million Secret and a show called Traders. I haven't seen either. I plan on watching them, but they said I do great on both.
Yes. So
you would do so good
Traders
on those.
Traders is actually casting for civilians, so the application's open. It is, I guess Ashley said it's like a strategic
Yes,
type.
very
I've never watched
strategic.
it either, but yeah, I'm gonna send you the link, girl. I'm gonna send
Yes,
Okay.
yes, send me the link. Send me the link. I gotta get this money somewhere.
Yeah.
And that one you don't win 4.5 million
No.
because it's a little
I know.
200,000.
Right, low.
Right? Gosh.
Yeah.
I gotta re-up.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's very low. Well, thank you so much for talking to us. We had such
Of
a good time.
course.
You cleared up so much. We loved watching
Oh,
Squid
yes.
Game The Challenge. And yeah, go check out her socials and follow along there. It sounds like you're going to be spilling a little more tea. So we will be
Oh, yeah.
keeping
So
our
stay
eyes peeled
tuned, yeah.
for that.
Oh,
Awesome.
yeah. It was so good. It was so good speaking with you, ladies. So great.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
we had a
Dajah.
blast. Thank you
All
for
right.
listening. Bye,
Of
guys.
course.
Bye, guys.
Bye.